Playing city sim games, I always felt it was hard to fail. These games walk you through hand in hand as you skip through the roses, making beautiful, wondrous cities where everyone is happy and content, like a modern day Camelot. Well, this isn't one of those games. Hi, I'm Val from Hihu, and I've been playing a little of Banished over the last few days. In Banished, a city sim survival game made by Shining Rock Software, you are in charge of a fledgling frontier town, made up of people that are being banished from the original town because reasons. And I choose to believe there's some kind of Shelbyville-Springfield divide. You'll need to build up from pretty much nothing to try and keep your people alive. This game is pretty easy to lose. And if you play on hard mode, the only way to play this game in my opinion, it's very easy to lose. You start with only a cart filled with some essential items such as tools, coats and food, etc. And on easier modes you get more stuff, like buildings and materials. You must quickly get your town ready for winter. The first winter is where I lost most of the time. Working out what you need to build first and how to set up food production is a bit of a steep learning curve. If you build in the wrong order, you'll be screwed, and sometimes you just are regardless of what you do. One time I started a game and winter just started the next day, so I just simply remade. The mechanics are pretty straightforward. You'll need to build houses, storage barns for produce things such as food or clothing, and storage pits for raw materials such as stone and timber and iron. You remove the raw material from the environment. Trees are renewable as long as you leave some to seed from, but iron and stone are not, for obvious reasons. And a quick tip for new players, make sure you use these specific tools to remove what you want. What I mean is, you use the remove tree tool if you're low on trees. If you use the remove all tool, those little suicidal cunts that populate your town will be guaranteed to get the stuff you don't desperately need first. Remove things in small zones close to your town, as they will get the stuff from far away as possible, meaning it'll take a lot longer. There are numerous buildings you can use to gather materials. Foresters will look after the forest for you, planting new trees and cutting down old ones. Pairing this with hunters and gatherers will take advantage of the forests. There are also mines and quarries to gather iron, coal and stone, and these will run out eventually, leaving a dirty great big hole, which was annoying, so I modded it out. You also need to get buildings to make other things, like tools and coats, and as well as ale. Getting peace is important to keeping happy in your little town. You'll also need to build roads, so villagers can move faster. The early game is where I had the most fun, and where the game falls short is the ending, or lack thereof. Once you get some seeds through trading, you're back on easy street. I quickly ran into a problem where I had too much food and not enough room to store all the other stuff I had. You can set a limit on how much resources you gather before the buildings stop. And at the beginning these limits are quite small, and the increments that they extend by are also too small. The same can be said for that of the trading post. In the end, I just lose interest in my town, as all the challenge goes out, unless you want to get all the seeds for the plants. But they only come randomly through trade, and getting them just becomes a waiting game. The game would benefit from a big project that you could build, like a giant statue giving the finger to the town which your original occupants were kicked out of. Similar to the wonders from Age of Empires, this would win you the game and you could continue if you wanted to. Saying that, it's still a game I would recommend. The difficulty of the early to mid game is definitely worth the cost. So if you want a city sim with some challenge, get this and enjoy the dysentery. This has been Val reviewing Banished for Hihu. If you enjoyed this, click the like button and give us a comment. We have a Steam creator page, so join us there and have a chat. And subscribe to our channel for more. And thanks for watching. Have you ever played SimCity and thought to yourself, this street would look so much better if I could just put a park bench there, or maybe a tree there?
I think the gameplay and the level design are some of the best. Arcane Studios has some of the original staff members. Safe to say this is a steaming pile of shit. Literally. Games are meant to be fun, right? I like my